Like if I got cash, just know everybody eating today, because that's just me. Like me having physical like dollar bills in my wallet is like a trigger for me, and like I gotta go spend it. I gotta go buy something. I need to. Hi guys, my name is Leah, and today I'm going to be showing you how I save money. And these tips that I'm going to give you guys are like high school and college student friendly. This is also good for anyone who works like a part-time job, whether it's in retail or fast food or anything related. These are just some ways that I've been able to save money and take trips and still be able to pay the bills that I do have. So I'm just going to share these with you. So before I get started, I am going to ask that you guys subscribe. I don't know where the button is. It's on one of these sides, but just to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you guys know when I'll be uploading new videos. I have some really great videos coming for you guys. And so yeah, let's get started. So the first tip I'm gonna give you is to open up a savings account. I've had a savings account I think since I started working at 14, and it just is a nice like safety net for you to have. And also for direct deposit. I know for any of you guys that are working, a lot of jobs allow you to split up your direct deposit between your checkings and your savings account. So if that's something that your job does allow, try putting, you know, $40 or $50, depending on how much your check is. Everyone gets paid differently. Or even put a percentage. If you can only, you know, put away 10% of your total check into your savings and set it at 10%. Some people can afford to put 50% of their check into their savings and they'll be fine. So do that based off of what you're able to afford. Keep in mind that your savings account does not need to be with the same bank that you have your checkings account. So if you're one of those people that has a hard time dipping into their savings account and they're always kind of pulling money out, put your savings account at a different bank. Keep in mind that a lot of banks, they charge you after you take money out of your savings account a few times a month. So that's a really good way to kind of not dip into your savings and just work with what you have with your checkings account. So definitely look into that. So tip number 2 is to look into any job incentives that you may have. A lot of jobs are realizing that people are just not gonna work only for a check. Like if I'm gonna spend 20 to 40, sometimes more hours a week at my job, there needs to be some type of incentive. So a lot of jobs are coming out with stock programs where you're able to purchase stocks at a reduced price, because a lot of times you're going through your job. They have 401k plans, which I know 401ks are not going to benefit you right now while you're young, but keep in mind that you can start building your 401k as early as 19, 20. Doesn't really matter how old you are. So just to set yourself up for the future. And also jobs are doing, what's it called, tuition reimbursement. So if you're in school part-time and or full-time and you know you're doing kind of well, I know every job is different. Mine, you have to have a minimum B- in your class in order to get that reimbursed. So after you're finished with your semester, you can claim the money that you had to put towards your education and get that money back. So look into any job incentives that they may have. Remember that not every job is going to tell you about all of the great benefits that they do have. Sometimes you have to do a little bit of searching and you have to call up your HR representative. That's okay. But just know that there are options out there. What is scratching my face? I don't know. So tip number 3, this one might be my favorite that I'm doing right now, which is the 52-week money challenge. I thought I heard somebody coming. What the can you stop? So for anyone who doesn't know what this challenge is, there's a chart that you can find just on Google, anywhere basically, and there's 52 weeks in a year, and so for every week that passes by, that's the amount of money you're going to put into like a jar or whatever, I would say do this as physical money and not like putting it into a savings account, so you can better manage it. So for week 1, you're gonna put $1 in there, and then for week 2 you're gonna put $2, so that at the end of week 2 you have a total of 3. Then for week 3 you're gonna put $3 for a total of 6. Like, do you see where I'm going? And then week 4 you're gonna put some more money in there, and then that equals, what is that, 10. So then by the end of the month you have 10, which doesn't seem like a lot, but keep in mind this is not the only way to save money. I recommend having multiple ways to save money, which is why I'm giving so many different tips. But I am currently on week, let me see, today's Thursday, so I'm currently on week 19. I don't know how much money I have in the jar, but I am doing it. So this is my Planters peanut jar that I got from my brother because he was about to throw it out and I needed a jar. And on the front I just put 52-week money challenge. And then, so if you hear that, I do have money in the jar. If there's ever a time that you feel like you need to dip into it because for whatever reason, try charging yourself a little bit of interest, like $2 or $3 when you put that money back, so that at the end of the 52 weeks you actually wind up with more money. Also, save your change. This is like a sub tip to number 3. So like 3A or 3B, save any change that you have. I hate carrying cash. I hate carrying change. It drives me absolutely insane. It burns a hole in my pocket, and I wind up spending more money than I need to because I don't like having it on me. So also what I do, I have another jar where I fill it with singles. So any leftover singles that I have at the end of the night or the end of the day, the end of the week, sorry, I just put it in this jar. And if you can see at the end, at the bottom here, I have change in here. So it was getting pretty heavy at one point, so I went to the bank and I got a pack of coin rolls, and these are kind of heavy. So then I just started wrapping up the coin rolls so that when you take them to the bank anyway, it's already counted out, it's already there. So tip number 4 is couponing. So this is one of the few tips that I'm going to give you guys that I don't necessarily do, but I know other people do it. So couponing is a really great way to buy in bulk and save a lot of money and barely spend any of your money. I also think that couponing is very good for families, not just the traditional mother, father, and kids. If you're an older sibling and you have 3 other siblings in the house and you're working and they're too young to work, you can always get toilet paper, paper towel, soaps and things by couponing for the home, and then still be able to save your money. So it's not as if you're purchasing all of these items for multiple people. You will probably spend the same amount. If you coupon right, you'll probably spend the same amount that you would on yourself for multiple other people. Get a coupon book. You can get these from Staples, Walmart, Target, or they have special ones that you can order on Amazon.com. And there's a bunch of YouTube videos that can teach you how to coupon. I know there was a show, I forgot the name of the show, but it was about extreme couponing. Okay. About people probably maybe spending hundreds of dollars and then coming down to only spend 25 on groceries. I know of one girl who was couponing because she was leaving to go to college and she knew she wouldn't be able to work, so she couponed in order to buy all of her feminine hygiene products, her tampons, lotions, deodorants, pads, things like that don't really expire in a few months. I actually don't know if tampons expire. That should be something I should look into. I'm pretty sure I could look into that, but things like that. So I do know of people that coupon. I don't actually coupon, but I do see the benefits of it. So this is just a tip that I'm gonna give you guys. Number 5, shop for deals. It is okay to not want to shop at some place because you see an item that you want but you can get it for cheaper. It's perfectly fine to not want to go there. I am that person that will go to multiple different stores looking for one thing because I know that there's a deal somewhere in those stores. Just the other day I went to the supermarket for some potatoes, and backstory, I live within a 3-block radius of 3 different supermarkets. So the first supermarket I went to, because I really wanted a baked potato, didn't have any, and they were on sale, which is probably why they didn't have any. It was like 99 cents a pound for like the really large like brown potatoes or whatever. So I went to the second supermarket and they were like $1.69 per pound. And I was like, are we going through some type of potato famine or something? Because if not, I'm not paying that price. So I went to a third one and they had all of the potatoes for the same price as the first one, for 99 cents. So best believe I'm that type of person. I don't care what it is. If it's clothes, shoes, jewelry, food, you can shop for deals. It is okay and nothing to be ashamed of, especially when you don't have a salary income coming in. And even if you do, if it's like a low salary income, if you only work hourly, if you know, have a family and you need to feed multiple people, like, it's okay to look for deals. It is absolutely okay. So shop for those deals, okay? Tip number 6, buy things that last. I don't think I can stress this enough. Wow, can y'all please? Okay, great. Buy things that last. I can't stress this enough. So I used to use like the Dove soaps, and well, mostly it was Dove soap, until I super recently switched to Trader Joe's bar soap. Do I actually have the soap? I do have the soap. Hold on, I'm gonna go get the soap. Okay. So this is the Trader Joe's soap that I use. This is the tea tree oil soap that I use. You see it? And it comes in a pack of 2. I'm currently using 1. So I've been working on this bar of soap. Let me tell you, I have not been to Trader Joe's in like a month now. Haven't been back. It's kind of out of the way from where I usually go, like from work, or I don't really hang out around where the closest Trader Joe's is to me. So it's kind of out of the way. So I haven't been there for a month. But the last time I went there, I did get the soap. So I've been working on this other bar for a month now. It's still there. My Dove soap that I kind of put to the side to use this one, I only had this for like maybe a week and a half. And do you see how small it is compared to like when you buy the Dove soap? It's like way bigger. It has a little imprint of the Dove. You can't even see it. Like there's no like do you see that? There's nothing. Then this was like maybe 2 weeks of using it. I got a month out of this, like a month. And why? It's because it lasts long. So this is all just to say that you need to buy products that last. Who are you trying to impress with the super extra super duper plush toilet paper that only comes with 60 sheets, double and triple ply roll? Who? Because we all wipe our ass the same way. So if you don't go and get that 120 sheet 1-ply roll and stop wasting your money and having to use a new roll every day because you want to be fancy, you're wasting your own money. That's all I'm saying. Don't waste your own money. Number 7, watch out for your spending habits. A lot of people aren't aware of how they spend their money until it's Wednesday, 2 days before payday, and you gotta make $5 work, and now you gotta sit there and reflect, and you're like, where did my money go? Where did the money go? And you can't even tell yourself where the money went because you just went out and you spent money, and now you're like struggling the last 2 days. Like, so be aware of your spending habits and know, you know, certain things that might trigger you to want to go buy it. And there's apps out there to help you manage your money. There are financial like calendars or anything to help you manage your money. Just be aware of your spending habit. Like, if I got cash, just know everybody eating today, because that's just me. Like, me having physical like dollar bills in my wallet is like a trigger for me, and like I gotta go spend it. I gotta go buy something. I need to. Okay, like I absolutely have to. It's a trigger for me. I know that. I'm aware of it. So be aware of your spending habits. Learn how to say no as well. That's another good thing. If you see your friends 3 times a week, and every single time you see them they want to go out and they want to spend money, and you know you're gonna see them next week, say no. Those are your friends. You gonna see them again? Why you gotta see them 3 times this week? They don't miss you. You don't miss them. Go home. Number 9 is to set an obtainable goal. Let me give you guys a scenario. If you are making $400 to $500 every 2 weeks from work, it's not realistic to want to save $6,000 in 3 months. You're not going to do it. There's no way you're going to do it. And that way it'll discourage you. You'll feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do, or you're not doing as much. It'll really start to like take a toll on your spirit. Make sure you set goals that are realistic to you. If you're making $500 every 2 weeks and all you can afford to put away is $50 per check, at least you know at the end of the month you have $100 more than what you would have saved. So that means if you calculate it at the end of the year, you have $1,200 saved. Like, you're not gonna feel good about yourself if you try to set these super high expectations of yourself that you know is outside of your lane. It's okay to just like, I'm not even gonna say humble yourself, but it's okay to just be realistic about what you can do for you, you know? So just think about where you are in life financially. My cat is in my kitchen on my stove. What the fuck? Okay. Just think about where you are financially and go from there. And the last tip that I'm gonna give you guys is to never be jealous of what someone else has, and use what someone else has that you may want to motivate yourself. From jealousy only comes negativity, and I cannot stress this enough. Like, do not ever be jealous of what someone else has, because you don't know why they have what they have. They could be working twice, maybe 3 times as hard as you, and you should take that as motivation to be like, I need to be working that hard. Or they could be doing some odd jobs. They could be doing some things that are illegal that maybe you are just not meant for, and you know that that's not for you, and that's why they are where they are. There's so many different reasons why everyone is in a different place financially, and if you see someone that they're doing something that you want to do, use that as motivation. You know, don't ever get jealous of them. Don't become a hater. The last thing you want to do is hate on what someone else has and hate on someone else's financial success, because if you see yourself going down a similar path to them, maybe it's just not your time, or maybe you need to work a little harder. Like, it's okay to sit there and be like, damn, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing what I need to be doing for me, you know, because you're too busy worried about the next person. So focus on yourself. Use other people's, use other people as some motivation, and then motivate yourself. When you start seeing the rewards of your hard work, it's only going to motivate you to do more and to be more. So I'm gonna leave it as that. So those are my 10 tips that I'm giving you guys to save money. If you have any tips that I didn't share, please comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I have so many more great videos coming for you guys, and share this video. If you have any experience, especially with the 52-week money challenge, let me know how it's going. Let me know what week you're on and what you plan to do with the money. Like, I want to see, because that's a lot of money to have. So let me know, right? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.